Hello, everybody. This is Emily in the house. Today, we're going to talk about the Western philosophy of yoga and the Eastern philosophies of yoga. In the Western philosophy, they take care of the asanas more than anything. So the aim is to get to the asana, right? And then there is Eastern philosophy. Eastern philosophy of yoga deals with a lot more than just asanas. It deals with the energy. It deals with your mind. It deals with how you live your life because yoga as a Eastern philosophy practice is a lifestyle. It's a practice on the mat, and real yoga is to be done out off the mat because Eastern philosophy deals with five types of bodies, and then it talks about your soul. And East Western philosophy just talks about the asana, how flexible you are. And honestly, in my opinion, according to me, what I feel is that if your body is okay, which is your Anna Kosha, then cool. Then comes the energy body, which is the prana kosha. And your energies you can feel also, like in the morning you feel grumpy, in the morning you feel happy, sad, these kind of things. You feel these emotions, so they are a little more subtle. You cannot see them, but you can feel them. Then comes an even more subtle body that's called the man maya kosha, which is the mind body. Now the mind body is even more subtle. Now to feel that and to understand that, be aware of it. And to be aware of it, there's a practice called meditation. Meditation is not even allowed for a lot of people to do until unless their body is fine and their energies are regulated. Then they were allowed to do meditation. You have to get more subtle, and to be more subtle, you have to practice this philosophy called Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodh. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodh means yoga means yoga. Chitta means your mind complex. Now, your mind complex is not just your mind; it's your subconscious, your unconscious, your conscious, and the more layers of your mind that we don't even know. There's so many books written on the mind, and there's still books being written on the mind because we don't know it. You know, there are no books written on geography because we know the geography of the world. Anything that you know about, the books won't be written for that. The books are always written on things which we're trying to explore, and you see that there are a lot of books they talk about your mind. So, chitta vritti. Now, vritti means whirlpool, ripples, imbalance, turbulence. And Nirodh means prevention. So what does this mean? It means mind complex, the prevention of the mind complex, ripples and turmoils. And that's what the Eastern philosophy is about. If you want more detailed information or more detailed videos, you can comment down below. Or if you have any other points to share with me or share with the community, you can obviously comment down below. And we will reply you as soon as possible. Thank you and take care of yourselves. And to do that, you have to learn yoga, do pranayam, matlab asanas, pranayam, meditation. And then comes the fourth body, which is the wisdom body. Now, the wisdom body talks about how you live your life. You have all this information, you have all these things that you know, but how are you using it in your life? That's where the wisdom body comes. And it's even more subtle, right? And then comes the bliss body, which I don't even know how to explain because I have not experienced it. Textbook definitions, I can tell, but that's of no use. And then comes your soul. So you go from the most gross to subtle, subtler, and even more subtle. And that's what the Eastern philosophy talks about. The Western philosophy talks about the Anna Kosha, which is the food body, the most grossest one. You're able to do the asana in the most perfect way possible. You're flexible as hell. Does that make your life better? That makes you more energetic for sure. You can do stuff, you can jump, you can do a pull up, you can touch the floor with a straight back. But then how does that make your life better? Shouldn't whatever you do make your life better? And all these philosophies and the Eastern philosophies of yoga, they date back like 5,000 years ago. Does that sound something that people would take lightly? It's a lifestyle, it's how you live. And I feel that if you understand these philosophies and if you work on your mind, you work on your energy, you work on how you live your life will get better, definitely. That's why I say the Eastern philosophy, according to me, is one of the best things you can do to yourself. It's the best thing you can do for your life, for everybody around you. You really want to be, you really want the environment around you to be better, do yoga. The philosophies will teach you how to. It will teach you how to live a better life. Whereas the Western philosophy will teach you how to touch the floor with your legs straight. So yeah, I hope this video is informative, and if you want more detailed information or more detailed videos, you can comment down below. Or if you have any other points to share with me or share with the community, you can obviously comment down below, and we will reply you as soon as possible. Thank you and take care of yourselves.